Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight, police say a man broke into Speaker Nancy Pelosi's home looking for her and attacked her husband.
Plus, more than half of all children in the U.S. have detectable lead levels in their blood, and Nebraska is even worse.
But first tonight, an update on a story that made national news. A mom found dead in a car trunk. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. The body was discovered after the Nebraska State Patrol tried to pull over a Texas teenager.
It was near Grand Island, and today the son was in Hall County Court. Channel 8's Mackenzie Johnson has the latest details for us in our top story this evening. Mackenzie.
17-year-old Tyler Rowans was arrested after a high-speed chase on I-80 near Grand Island 2 weeks ago today. He was taken into custody after troopers say they found the body of his mother, 49-year-old Michelle Rowans, in the trunk. Tyler is charged with murder, tampering with evidence, sexual assault, and unauthorized use of a vehicle in Harris County, Texas, where he and his mother are from. During today's court hearing, it was decided he will be staying behind bars in the Hall County Department of Corrections for now. He requested a governor's warrant from Texas, which could take weeks. Both Tyler and Michelle were reported missing on October 13th after Michelle's husband returned to their home and found blood and human teeth. Authorities think Michelle died from strangulation and blunt force trauma. According to her obituary, Michelle was from Nebraska. She grew up in Mullen and graduated from Chadron State. Tyler's next court hearing is set for next month.
All right, Mackenzie, thank you so much for the update. We'll, of course, keep our viewers updated on anything new that we learn. According to new research, 83% of Nebraska kids have detectable lead levels, and that number is the highest in the nation according to all of the shared data.
It's especially concerning as there is no safe level of lead exposure. Even a small concentration can affect a child's long-term development. The EPA is developing a new strategy to reduce exposure nationwide, which includes training for more people for careers that inspect and eliminate lead-based threats. $15 billion is dedicated to replacing lead pipes and removing lead from soil. But experts say there are steps all of us can take to protect our little ones.
One important step is to get a blood test, particularly for children. I raised my children in an older home, and we had, when they're very young, annual blood tests checking for lead just to be sure we weren't accidentally exposing them to lead.
While there are treatments available for lead poisoning, experts stress the long-term symptoms cannot be cured. Experts also recommend testing for lead in your water supply. Lincoln Fire and Rescue responded to a house fire near 80th and Old Cheney this morning.
That's right. Battalion Chief Lloyd Mueller says when they arrived, they were able to put out the fire pretty quickly and there were no injuries.
A small fire was within the house. Homeowner arrived to notice that there was smoke inside the house and exited and called 911. Just this house, a single room and content fire, very small, but just smoke damage throughout the house.
The road in that neighborhood was blocked off while crews worked on the house. Investigators are still determining the cause of the fire and the amount of damage. We have an update now on Brad Elder, the Crete firefighter who was severely burned while battling those wildfires last Sunday in Lancaster County. His wife sharing more on the seriousness of his injuries.
She says his recovery will likely take more than a year. She says he suffered 4th-degree burns on his hands, 3rd-degree on his legs, and 2nd-degree on his face. His first graft is next week, and he won't be able to move for 7 to 10 days. She also said Brad is completely floored by the outpouring of support he's received. A GoFundMe is now over $23,000. We have a link to it on our website, klkntv.com.
Well, today is National First Responders Day. To help them do their job, there are still grants available through the American Rescue Plan. In fact, $20 million is available to help replace old ambulances and $5 million to purchase emergency medical equipment. The Lancaster County Sheriff's Office showed off its new armored vehicle this morning.
Here it is, a Linco Bearcat. It's replacing the old MRAP, which the Sheriff's Office had for about 9 years. Sheriff Wagner says this new vehicle is smaller and comes with lower maintenance costs. He says it's also much easier to drive and has the same ballistic and personnel capacity.
With forfeited assets, not a dime of taxpayer dollars went to buy this. Forfeited assets were used to purchase this vehicle, and we just got it about a month ago. If this has saved one deputy sheriff's life, one state trooper's life, one Lincoln police officer's life, I don't care about the criticism. It's well worth the expense.
Wagner says the vehicle will be used for tactical calls when there is an armed suspect so that they're able to safely transport officers or deputies to a closer proximity. He says it can also be used as a rescue vehicle during floods and other disasters. Today is the final day you can register to vote in person in Nebraska.
That's right. You have until 6 o'clock tonight to register at the election office off of North 46th Street here in Lincoln. You need to re-register if you've moved, changed your name, or you want to change your political party affiliation. Keep in mind the general election is coming up on November 8th. Well, Democrats are calling up top reinforcement to stir up excitement among voters ahead of Election Day.
This comes as Republicans are pushing to upend the narrow Democratic majorities in the House and Senate. Here's ABC's M. Nguyen.
With just 11 days to go until the midterm elections, Senate races nationwide are neck and neck. In Georgia, Senate incumbent Democrat Raphael Warnock in a dead heat with Republican challenger Herschel Walker. Democrats calling in their biggest star, former President Barack Obama, hoping to entice voters to the polls.
I'm running for re-election not because I'm in love with politics, but because I'm in love with change.
Top Republican leaders rallying and defending the former NFL star after a second woman came forward claiming Walker pressured and paid for her to have an abortion. Walker, a staunch opponent to abortion, denying all allegations.
They can't take me down because I'm a bad man. I can tell you that right now.
Walker's latest scandal not deterring his base.
Has no bearing with me at all.
That unwavering support appearing to cause concern with top Democrats. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer caught on an open mic. Schumer's office playing cleanup, saying he does believe the Democratic candidates across the board will win. And in Pennsylvania, it's Democrats' best chance to take a Republican seat, though polls show the initial lead Democrat John Fetterman had over Republican Mehmet Oz is closing.
And I'm going to fight for everyone in Pennsylvania, whoever got knocked down.
My opponent, John Fetterman, has argued that we should decriminalize all drugs.
The other key races polls show are still a toss-up: Arizona, Nevada, and Wisconsin. President Biden is back in Philadelphia tonight, delivering remarks at a fundraiser for the Pennsylvania Democratic Party. M. Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
In other national news, we turn now to a violent attack on Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband inside their San Francisco home during the middle of the night.
The suspect allegedly asking, "Where is Nancy?" once he was inside. Around 2:30 a.m., police say the suspect and 82-year-old Paul Pelosi were struggling over a hammer. Then the man pulled the hammer away and started attacking. The suspect was identified as 42-year-old David Dupapi.
Mr. DePapi will be booked at the San Francisco County Jail on the following charges: attempted homicide, assault with a deadly weapon, elder abuse, burglary, and several other additional felonies.
Now, police say the suspect broke into the home by shattering a sliding glass door with a hammer. Paul Pelosi was rushed to the hospital with what sources say were significant injuries, but is expected to make a full recovery. Police are still investigating a motive.
Hey, much lighter news today. It is Friday. It is beautiful outside. Rusty, a lot of folks going to enjoy football this evening.
Yeah, and the game of the week is looking like a dandy one, too. We're going to have two teams that are really good against each other, and we're going to see a really good night of temperatures and mostly clear skies. 58 degrees by kickoff. The wind out of the south barely there at 5 to 15 miles per hour and mostly clear. This looks like we have Millard West versus Lincoln Southwest. Just going to be a great game, and we're looking forward to a really nice night. Not a cloud in the sky. Satellite and radar really quiet for much of the day. We did have some clouds in the morning, and then those clouds cleared out and plenty of sunshine, except in Beatrice where it was night for a second and then the light came back on. South. This is Schoen's Roofing. A camera does that sometimes. Not sure why. We're trying to fix it. This is Schoen's Roofing cam in Beatrice. Plenty of sunshine out there. Temperatures on the comfortable side in the lower and middle 60s. 65 degrees in Lincoln, 63 in Grand Island, 60s just about everywhere you look. A little warmer, just a little, the further west you go. As we head through tonight, temperatures will drop into the 50s by midnight and dropping eventually into the lower 40s by early tomorrow morning. We've got a dandy of a weekend coming our way. We're looking at temperatures above average, plenty of sunshine, and this continues as we head into next week. We'll have that full forecast in a few minutes.
All right. Thank you very much, Rusty. And speaking of this dandy weekend, it's officially Halloween weekend.
That's right, and there's no shortage of holiday fun to be found. UNL's Morrow Hall is inviting community members to join in on some good old-fashioned Halloween fun with themed games, activities, and crafts. They'll even have pre-made trick-or-treat bags with some candy and non-food items for the kids. You can head to Morrow Hall Sunday from noon to 5 to join in on the fun. The Lincoln Children's Zoo is hosting their Boo at the Zoo event all weekend long, where the whole family can trick-or-treat at more than 40 booths, where they'll receive candy, coupons, and more. You can head to the zoo from 5:30 to 8 any night this weekend. Now, members get in free. Non-members must pay $6.95, and everyone wanting to trick-or-treat must purchase a treat bag for $3.50. All funds raised will go directly to the zoo and the animals. Ashland's downtown businesses are getting ready for trick-or-treaters this Saturday. Trick-or-treat on Silver Street is here. Silver Street, between 13th and 16th, will be full of candy opportunities. Plus, there will be a photo opportunity. So head to downtown Ashland Saturday between 4 and 7 for family-friendly fun. The newly renovated Jean Leahy Mall is hosting a fall festival throughout the park on Saturday between 4 and 8:30 p.m. with activities like pumpkin painting, lawn games, and so much more, plus a dog costume parade. And they're showing Hocus Pocus. So pack a blanket and some lawn chairs for the family and celebrate all things fall at the Jean Leahy Mall. And UNL's theater department and the Nebraska Repertory Theater have their final weekend of Shakespeare. Go on a journey through the demented mind of the bard to recover one of his lost plays. Shows run every 15 minutes every day this weekend and are not recommended for kids under the age of 13. Tickets are available on the Nebraska Rep website. And for more information and other events happening across the state, go to our website, klkntv.com. You're going to want to stay tuned tonight after our 10 o'clock newscast.
Channel 8 will have a full preview of tomorrow's Husker game against Illinois. The show starts at 10:35, and our own Lauren Michelson will have the latest stories and interviews for the game. Then tune in right here on Channel 8 tomorrow for the game. Kickoff is at 2:30, and it's playoff season. Gosh, we got it all for you. Tonight at 10:15, it's our playoff edition of the Sports Blitz. Lauren and Philip will have full coverage of the opening round, including our game of the week that Rusty mentioned, Lincoln Southwest versus Millard West.
Nebraska volleyball plays Maryland tomorrow night. Of course, it comes after losing to Wisconsin on Wednesday. Well, it turns out that game against the Badgers, it was the second most viewed volleyball match in Big Ten Network history, with 360,000 viewers, and it was the most watched match this season on BTN. Coming up, he was one of the founding fathers of rock and roll. Jerry Lee Lewis has passed away.
We'll have a look back at his life and legacy after the break.
Hurry to Schwer Volkswagen and think big.
Music legend Jerry Lee Lewis has died at the age of 87.
The piano-pounding, foot-stomping singer electrified early rock and roll. Here's a special look back at the impact he made.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. You make me love like a man insane. You broke my will, what a thrill. Goodness gracious, ball the fire.
He was one of the founding fathers of rock and roll.
You came along and you moved me, honey.
Born in 1935 in Faraday, Louisiana, Jerry Lee Lewis copied the styles of preachers and black musicians who traveled through his state. Lewis signed a deal with Sun Records at age 21 and quickly rose to stardom, later playing with artists like Elvis Presley and Johnny Cash. His first television appearance was on The Steve Allen Show in 1957.
But here he is, jumping and jolting, Jerry Lee Lewis.
Come on over, baby. Whole lot of shaking going on.
It was his breakthrough hit. Through the years, Lewis became known for playing piano while standing up and even lighting them on fire. His fame was rocked by scandal when the public learned that the 23-year-old Lewis had married his 13-year-old second cousin. His London tour was canceled, but he later resumed doing live shows across the U.S. In 1986, Jerry Lee was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
He could tear an audience apart. I'm talking about tear them out of the frame and throw babies in the air when he got through.
And in 2005, Lewis won a Lifetime Achievement Grammy.
Well, my style of country music is just me.
And his many fans loved his music. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Now, your Storm Alert team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
If you're headed out and about for the Husker game tomorrow, it's looking like a fantastic evening, well, late afternoon into the evening hours. 64 degrees by kickoff, which is at around 2:30. By 4 o'clock, 66 degrees, and the sun starts to go down after 6 p.m. and temperatures will start to drop into the upper 50s. Just a really, really nice day. And Halloween, we'll look ahead just a few days here. For Monday, 67 degrees by 5 p.m. and slowly dropping into the 50s by 8 o'clock in the evening. A light southwest breeze at 5, 10, maybe 15 miles per hour. I mean, this is the time of year that it can get pretty cold, and I've remembered having to bundle up several times on Halloween, take the kids trick-or-treating, and not going to be the case this year. It's going to be shorts and t-shirt. Well, maybe not shorts and t-shirt, but it's going to be really nice. Radar. Hey, we did see some rainfall last night. It kind of stopped. There was a big area of dry air right from Wahoo, Omaha, Nebraska City, Lincoln, and that kept rain tried, but it just kind of evaporated before it got to us. But 1/10 of an inch, 1/3 of an inch, to around an inch or more in and around the Hebron area. So some much needed precipitation. So those of you that got it, hopefully it helps a little bit. A little further north, anywhere from an inch to a half an inch just west of Norfolk, about half an inch in Columbus, just under an inch just north of York. So rainfall last night, and then that was it, and that's probably it for quite some time. A little bit of a breeze in Aurora, otherwise mostly clear and comfortable. It's 59 degrees, 59 also in York, 63 in Grand Island, 61 in Hastings, 65 right now in Lincoln, 64 Wahoo, and the lower 60s also in Columbus. We've got mostly clear skies for the entire state of Nebraska, just a few clouds in northeast Nebraska, and that's about it. So Stormcast, really not much to it. I did take a look at the long-term models, and there's some precipitation out there, but nothing for this weekend. Saturday morning, very, very quiet. A few clouds off to the north and west by Saturday afternoon. Maybe some high clouds trying to stream into central Nebraska. A few clouds from about Valentine down towards Sydney, but no precipitation in the forecast as we head through the weekend. So a very quiet weekend. We still need the rain, and maybe eventually we'll see some come back into the forecast later next week. But tonight, very quiet, upper 30s to around 40 degrees. 40 degrees, mostly clear skies and quiet in Lincoln tonight, south wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For your forecast on Saturday, top-notch day, middle and upper 60s, maybe some lower 70s out there. I mean, we're close, 68 in Beatrice, Fairbury, and Hebron, so it's going to be a warm one. We'll say 67 in Lincoln, mostly sunny. The average high is 60, so way above average, and that's going to continue over the next 7 days. Look at this forecast, 65 on Sunday, so still a pretty nice day. A few more clouds, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row, and it includes portions of November. Halloween starting off with temperatures right around 70 degrees in the middle of the afternoon, 74 on Tuesday, the first day of November, 73 on Wednesday. And then here comes our next chance for rain. Thursday night, I believe, into Friday and Saturday, which is the next home Husker game, and then switching the clocks back as we head towards next weekend. But for those of you really needing and wanting the precipitation, it's going to be a little bit, but there is some on the 10-day forecast.
All right, thank you very much, Rusty. Big jumps on Wall Street today to end the work week. The Dow gaining 829 points. NASDAQ is up 310. S&P also adding 94. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source.
Tonight, with gas prices.
Finally tonight, a driver's unexpected mistake ends up putting him in the right place at the right time.
Just in time to save a family from a house fire. Here's tonight's Take a Look at This.
An accidental wrong turn led a stranger to save an Iowa family from a raging inferno. Brendan Burt said he didn't mean to turn down this Red Oak residential street, but when he did, he spotted this house going up in flames.
I just felt like somebody was in there because it was so late at night, you know. I just knew that I had to act quick.
Burt's yelling and banging is what woke up 3 kids and their adult brother asleep inside the burning house, sending them running out through the flames on the front porch, just in the nick of time. The house was destroyed, but the family is alive thanks to a good Samaritan in the right place at the right time. Tense moments caught on camera in Los Angeles as authorities scrambled to capture a large mountain lion spotted on the loose in city streets. The wayward lion had wandered into Brentwood and sparked an elementary school lockdown, while officials did their best to track the elusive predator, which managed to evade capture for several hours, darting between streets and hiding in bushes. Eventually, it was tranquilized and captured and taken to the Angeles National Forest to be released into the wild. Finally, take a look at this 4-year-old budding b-ball sensation in the making. His name is AJ Tribble, and man, can this kid dribble. His dad says he's been a dribbling dynamo since he was just a dribbling toddler, and honing his full-court craft has become a full-time obsession.
Just a kid that give it his all no matter what. It's amazing.
For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
All right, Rusty, can we have one final check of our Friday evening weather?
Happy to do it. This is a fantastic forecast. We've got temperatures well above average, 67 on Saturday, 65 on Sunday, and 70 degrees on Monday. Temperatures well above average. We need the rain. That comes our way next week, but until then, get out and enjoy and rake some leaves.
All right. Thank you, Rusty, and thank you for joining us.
Oh, what fun.
Yeah.
Have a great night. We'll see you at 6.
With the Channel 8 News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
We only do one thing at Comfort Made Mattress Factory: handcraft the highest quality mattress possible. It's backed by a lifetime comfort guarantee. Come see us.
Closed captioning on